Hi guys, welcome back to another DVD and Blu-ray update. This is the special edition, Christmas edition. That's not really special, it's just me doing a funny dance. Having this hat on, having this Christmas sweater on from Star Wars, saying Happy Sithmas. It's all there, it's complete. It's probably going to be my final DVD and Blu-ray update of this year. I think, maybe do another vlog, but we'll see what goes on. Let's go on to the first couple of DVDs and Blu-rays that I got. How you doing? The Guest with Dan Stevens. I think, but I'm not quite sure, that the guys who did the soundtrack for Stranger Things did also the soundtrack for this movie, a band called Survive, which I will go to see in Amsterdam. They're playing there at, like, I think somewhere in March. So we're going to, I'm going to see them there. It would be awesome. I like those kind of synthesizer 80s kind of music. It's going to be awesome. And the cool thing is like 2 years ago I was on the set with this actor Dan Stevens. It's like for a movie I can't tell you much about now, but when I do you'll probably see it on my timeline or I will talk to you about it. But I was an extra there. It was, I'm not quite sure how the movie is. They're still working on it, and also the girl, the Bond girl from Skyfall was in it. So it was kind of cool. Said like hi once, so yeah. The one thing I can cross off my bucket list, say hi to an old Bond girl. That's yeah, it's not that impressive. But overall, I heard good things about this. So have you seen this and what do you think of it? Next one is a Dutch movie. Probably kind of a blind buy, family weekend. I really don't know. It looks like a fun film. It's Spotlight. This movie was so great. A great story based on true events, unfortunately. Journalists who are getting their hands into a story to get the new spotlight on a story about the abuse in the church, the Catholic Church. And this movie is great. It's like if you get a good prize, and I think others also said if you could give a prize to a collective actors giving a brilliant performance, is this movie. No one is better than the other. They're all very good, and how it's divided is great. And really, if you haven't seen it, I can't believe if you haven't still, if you're really a movie fan. But if you're not, check this film out. Great. Amsterdam. A lot of the movie scenes are filmed in Utrecht, but yeah, who cares? No one knows the difference outside of Holland, except for people who are Dutch. It's not a really difficult story, but I think there's a killer who dives in the kennels and then kills people, and Hupstapel plays the lead. He's on the case, trying to stop him, and it's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot of cheese ball movie. It's a lot of fun, and check it out if you haven't. I'm not sure if they are available outside of Holland. If this is available outside of Holland, the subtitles. But if you do, yeah, if you're a horror or slasher film and you're curious how we Dutch do it, check this one out. It's fun. Oh, this one is great. The Nice Guys. I've really enjoyed Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. I think this one is also great. I'm not quite sure which one is better, but they're both awesome. I like his storytelling. The chemistry between the two actors is great. A lot of humor, action. The one who played the daughter of Ryan Gosling is she's very good. She's also a very good player, and this movie is awesome. If you haven't seen it, just go check it out. It's awesome. Next one is a classic with Danny Boyle. It's 28 Days Later. I saw that I only had the sequel, which was fun, but this was also great. I haven't seen this movie for a while, but I know it's great. If Cillian Murphy, or is it Killian Murphy? I still, like others I see, they use pronounce his name both ways. So if you can tell me which one is the correct term of how to spell his name or say his name, is it Cillian Murphy or Cillian Murphy? Help me to help you. That doesn't make sense. The next film is a Danish film directed by the guy who did Adam's Apple, and if you haven't seen Adam's Apple yet, with Mads Mikkelsen and Nicolas Lycaas, if I pronounce his name right, but you have to see that one. And this one is been in the cinema, but I missed it. But heard great things about it. It's Man and Chicken, and I love Danish, Swedish series, but also movies, and I really like those comedies like Adler and the Green Butchers. They're I think Old Man New Cars is also one of them. It's great. I'm really curious to see this. I'm really looking forward to watch it, and definitely if you're into Danish films, this one is the one to watch. Mads Mikkelsen, always good. That guy is awesome. Next one is Captain America: Civil War. I don't have to say much about it. A lot of people know about it. Captain America versus Iron Man. I thought this movie was great. Loved it. I love the style. This is how actually Batman v Superman had to be. No, this movie is great. It's awesome, and most people probably already saw it, so not much to add. Just say this is great. Next film is animation I missed in cinema, but doesn't really feel bad to see it just at home on the DVD on the Blu-ray player, not in 3D, which we are forced to watch when we go to cinema. It will be nice to have every movie also in 2D, because I don't want to pay for something I don't want to see in 3D. I don't want to see anything in 3D. So Rogue One in 3D. Yeah, next time I want to see him in 2D, because I only saw it with the big IMAX glasses. I also only saw a reflection of lights behind me. I hate 3D. I think it's just shame of money and shame of our money, and it would be nice to have at least a choice. And with Star Wars and some other films we have the choice, but for most of them we are forced to watch in 3D. But okay, the movie where I'm talking about now is Angry Birds. Yeah, based on that app. These days, yeah, you get an emoji film. Fruit Ninja movie is coming. I don't know, or something like that. But oh well, this looked like, I heard some things that it was entertaining, not per se great, but yeah, I got it. The Wire. It's in Blu-ray, got for a good deal. No, good deal. I got it as a present, so that is a good deal. And I heard it's a kind of old. The series is does exist for a while. Never got the chance to see it, but eventually I heard so many good things about it, so yeah, I need to see this one. So I got it, and great, it is on Blu-ray, so I'm curious what they did with the quality, if they made it better looking, and I will see. Next film is a horror comedy film with Ken Marino. It's Bad Milo. I saw this one, like a trailer for it. It looks like a, not per se a good movie, but like a lot of fun. Like a guy has anxiety and stress, and has a stomach ache of one of the reactions to his stress and anxiety, and then he get to a hypnotherapist who just try to make him better, make him feel better, and then the thing inside him comes out of his body and start to kill people. So yeah, it sounds ridiculous, but it looks like a lot of fun. Yeah, I got it also for quite a good price, €5. Yeah, curious how it was. It's Zombievers. Yeah, the title itself explains what the movie is, and it's a dumb movie. It's entertaining, not per se good, not particularly good written, not particularly written well, as I can say much better, but some guys driving around with toxic waste, and then they lose a can and it falls in the lake, and the beavers get sick and they become zombies and attack people, and it's entertaining film, but don't expect too much of it. There is Before Sunrise, Sunset and Midnight with Ethan Hawke and Julie Delpy. Yeah, well, most people who probably have seen it. It's great. In the first story, they meet somewhere in Europe on the train and just start talking, walk around Paris, and then the next movie is 10 years later, and the other movie is also 10 years later, and it's great. It's really most people know it's a talky movie, like there's a lot of the dialogue in it, so you have to be into that, and it's great. It's also like Before Midnight. There's a scene in the car. It's impressive that you didn't. Yeah, it's great. Just keep it at that. Just go watch it. If you haven't seen this trilogy, where have you been? What have you done? says the guy who still needs to see Godfather 2, but oh, did I say that out loud? Next one is I think a Belgian movie, French-Belgian movie called Dardenne. And I must say I only buy it because I heard also good things about it. Next one is also a movie from Dick Maas. He remade this film like in 2000 with Naomi Watts called Down, I think. And the original Dutch version is from 1988, if I'm correct. It's The Lift. Yeah, it's about the killing elevator, and that's all about it. It's cheesy, it's crazy, and yeah, it's cheesy. Let's say, keep it to that. Next one is one of my childhood favorites, and can't believe that I saw this movie recently again, and some parts are kind of disturbing. Not in a way real disturbing, but for if you really think of it, it's kind of but that doesn't really care about this movie. But this movie is lovely for all of it, and starring Tom Hanks. It's a movie big, and it's such a great film. Very lovely. On the disturbing part is more the part where he lets his mother think he is kidnapped, and his the whole movie, mother just waiting for her son's release. The brothers Grimsby, Sacha Baron Cohen, and Mark Strong. Mark Strong plays a character who is an assassin, and he's separated by his brother, who is played by Sacha Baron Cohen, who's like a very trashy guy, and they finally end up together, and Mark Strong needs to hide because something went wrong, and the movie at some points misses with the jokes, but it was entertaining. And there's one scene which I and the crowd and my brother and were just crying our eyes out in the cinema, and if you've seen it, you probably know which scene I'm talking about. It's also the scene they show to the audience on one of the talk shows. It's yeah, it goes all the way. Let's keep it there. But it's a very nice steelbook. Got it for a good deal, so entertaining for most part. Paper Towns with Cara Delevingne, you know, Enchantress. Wow, what a dance moves I got there. And Nat Wolff, I'm not quite sure where he's in, but this is a lovely film, a nice road trip, come to age story about the guy who has one crazy night with a girl he got a crush on, and then she disappears, and he notices that she'll leave traces, and then he and a couple of friends are going to find her because the guy is in love. Isn't they cute? But it's a fun movie. It's a fun, entertaining film. So yeah, I got this one, bought it on Black Friday on Amazon, and never got this delivery so fast from England, like in 4 days. That's fast. Normally I have to wait more than a week. It's Breaking Bad complete season box set on Blu-ray, and yeah, I love the show. I never saw it, and then me and brother went to the Dutch Comic Con, where the guy who plays Gus Fring, he was going to be there, and my brother already saw the show. He said I want to go with him on the picture. So eventually, at the point I didn't have a job, so sometimes I had a bit of time just watching this show, and loved it. So yeah, I went there, got a picture taken with Gus Fring. Love the show. It's our most violent year, also supposed to be very good, so I'm very curious to see this. Yeah, it's been a while I saw the trailer, so I'm not quite sure what's it about, but I heard it was great, so I'm going to check it out. And if you have seen it, let a comment below in the screen down below. Leave a comment if you've seen this film, and yeah, let's go on. Next one is a film I got from my brother. He had this one like a double one. It was Macy New. I think it was here in the cinema for a very short time. And where it's about, I have no clue. I'll go and see it. Curious. This is what I think I got this one like last week, and I just took it for. Oh, you want this? Yeah, sure. Go. Okay. So I'm not having a clue what it's a movie about, but looks like fun. And this is one like a film that came out last year, and this movie is so great. It's me and Earl and a dying girl. Yeah, speechless. It's such a great story about a guy who's really not popular, has one friend who he says co-worker because he doesn't like the word friend. He talks himself down because he doesn't see him, if he doesn't think much of himself, and he makes, together with his friend, he makes movies based on original movies and then change the name a bit and then make them very crappy. But yeah, you will see this in the movie. And they he and his mom forced him to check out the girl, talk to a girl where he used to be, who he used to know from school, and because he's diagnosed with leukemia, and he doesn't really see anything in it because he doesn't know. So he eventually goes there because his moms keep nagging, and they become So I just say, let's see, just go see this film. It's such a beautiful film. It's heartwarming. It's beautiful. And the final film for this update is Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. And this is a great film because I never really thought of. I wasn't really curious to see these films at first, and then I saw it, and it's great. Great films, and check it out if you haven't seen it yet. I must say that I never saw the original films, and still not really looking forward to have to see them. I'm not quite sure what it is. Those were my DVDs and Blu-rays for this Christmas update. And if I don't make a video before Christmas or before the end of the year, I wish you a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, and a Happy New Year. And see you back then or maybe before, but we'll see how that ends. Thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing. This was Slangbestenner. En